hole in the front of the thing. There's a lot of powder from the fire extinguisher to clean up, but they've asked the riders to come out and have a good view of that long stripe along the front straight, and that's just life, you know. Okay, ready for action. We've got Matt Eggleton on pole position, Carl Hooper, then Jan Louis, and then Dean Bentley. The junior classics, post-classics, got the yellow backgrounds and the red, and the black numbers. The seniors have got the white backgrounds and the black numbers. So Carl Hooper having a bit of a pogo stick in there, but wow, Matt Eggleton got the whole shot there and leads into turn one. He's going to be followed by Jan Louis, who won the last race here for the 2020 Suzuki International Series. So they're already on fire. And there's Steve Bridge in third place on the booming V-twin Ducati, but it looks like Carl Hooper's trying to hunt him down. Carl goes up on the inside. Will he hold it? Oh, wow, that was a tight pass. Dean Bentley there in fifth place. So the battle for the juniors is Steve Bridge in fourth place on the track. Dean Bentley there in fifth. He closes up on Steve Bridge out of the turn four, going into the hairpin, but has to settle back down there. And he's been hunted down by probably Kyron O'Neill. Kyron O'Neill is in on bike number 619, so I think that's him there down that centre straight there. The two lead FZR 1000 Yamahas, Matt Eggleton, followed by Jan Louis, go in and out of Higgins. There's 4 to 5 bikes. Jan Louis' bike's just that little bit stronger down there, and he gains a bit of slipstream. He pulls up beside him as I speak, and it's a braking duel, but Matt Eggleton just a little bit stronger on brakes, a little bit later on brakes, only half a bike length, but it's put about 6 or 7 bike lengths between first and second. We go back another dozen bike lengths back to third place. Carl Hooper there on the number 46 machine. No Tyler Lincoln, unfortunately. Tyler bike had some barrel issues at Taupo the other weekend at Taupo, so well, not even Taupo, it was before that, it was here at Manfeild, so maybe that bike will have out of Boxing Day, maybe not. Yamaha, Kawasaki, then we go back to the booming Ducati and the Yamaha of Dean Bentley in fifth place. Carl Hooper, what a magic move there as he passes Jan Louis, like Jan Louis gone to sleep, but he hasn't gone to sleep, mate. This has put some fireworks a minute. Best lap at the moment, a 1:16.944. For Jan Louis, but that is on the first lap. So action aplenty here, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, Carl Hooper, what a move. Just rolled it into the S's, and there we go. Jan Louis is going to get him straight back on the Denny Holm straight here. So that FZR 1000, that's an incredible machine, but no, he's not going to be quite close enough under brakes. The ZX 750, they run a little bit deep into Higgins, but you can. Higgins, one of the coolest corners in New Zealand road racing. You can run it in there as deep as you can. Nice and banked. Hold a lot of corner speed out down the front straight. Matt Eggleton, this is playing right into his hands. He's got a decent advantage now around turn number 7.
Been a few battles between Dean Bentley and Steve Bridge. Bentley got ahead of him on that centre straight and then Steve Bridge. In fact, they've changed positions about 5 or 6 times from that centre straight onto the front line. It is Steve Bridge holding the lead in that battle. So we go to turn 1 and Matt Eggleton, followed by Jan Louis. And then the 750 Kawasaki of Carl Hooper, fastest lap at the moment of 1:13.460, a 1:14.511 for Jan Louis in second place. I didn't get Carl Hooper's lap time, but the Dean Bentley machine, that's an interesting mix. This is a junior class. He's in 5th place on the 511 machine. He's got a 4-cylinder versus the V-twin Ducati. Steve Bridge from F1 Engineering, been a strong hard charger at the cemetery circuit in the top 15 all-time winners there, and he's certainly on fire. This thing pulls out of the corners a little bit quicker, but watch Dean Bentley in 5th place reel him in down the centre straight there, and he'll pass him on the inside. But Bridgie just out-brakes him just that little bit, and they almost go side by side round that big Higgins sweeper there. The two lead bikes spread out 80 metres, maybe 100 metres, and it shows the FZR 1000s are so much stronger down that back straight than the 750, the little 750 of Carl Hooper. Go back to 4th and 5th, that battle's still going on. Bridge is just a little bit stronger under brakes there, going into the National Driver Training Centre corner, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, this is going to be a good battle. These guys have been 1-2 every race so far, and this is no different here. So Gian, he won the first race in Taupo, and then Matt won the second, and then Gian's won the first one here today. So Matt will be desperate to carry on the trend of 1-2-1-2, but Gian certainly looks quite strong. He was the fastest man on track, a 1:12.7 that time around, so almost a second quicker than Matt that last time around. So Gian just gets better and better as the race unfolds. Carl Hooper doing a great job on that 750 third place. This junior battle, they had lap record pace in race 1. They're in the 1:15.5s at the moment, so 1:15.5 and a 1:15.5, so just 3/1000ths of a second separated their lap time last time around. As we see the battle for the lead heating up, Gianluigi just going to pull up around the outside, not going to be quite close enough, but have a look at the number 88 machine down this back straight. Definitely got the hind legs as they get out of Higgins and start racing down the back straight. He pulls up alongside him, and a change of position. It's going to be a braking duel into final corner, and Gianluigi just on the inside line, and he has got the job done. So a new race leader, Gianluigi, is going to lead this one and cross the line. Half race distance, 4 laps to go when they cross the line, and this is going to be a pretty good ding-dong battle, this one here. Carl Hooper still in 3rd place. We've got Steve Bridge and Dean Bentley still fighting it out for the junior win at the moment, and Sean Donnelly on the number 3. Cool to have Sean. He's only doing this round, didn't do the last round at Taupo, and not doing the cemetery circuit, so just a one-off round. The precise print man from the Kapiti Coast there on that beautiful Z1000. But this one here, Spider, Jan now in the lead and already stretching out a bit of an advantage.
14.9 was the lap record last time round. It's a 15.2 and a 15.3 for Steve Bridge and Dean Bentley. That is their quickest laps. That was on the last lap. So for some reason we've dropped about 0.6 of a second. I think it's because the track is cooling down and it's so critical for lap time. So we're not anywhere near lap record time, but in the meantime, Steve Bridge comes out of that hairpin leading the junior class and rolls it on, and Dean Bentley just reels them in almost with ease on the 4-cylinder Yamaha. He's got about 3 or 4 bike lengths ahead going in there. He'll lead into the Higgins. This is the battle for junior, but he runs it a little bit wide, and Steve Bridge just gobbles up that and gets back in the front. But the Bentley bike is stronger down this back straight, in behind the slipstream, pulls up beside him halfway along there. So Steve Bridge has got to feed it all back to him and try and reel it in under brakes, but Bentley's no slouch under brakes at all. As we see the lead bike, Gianluigi, go across the start-finish line, a 1:12.500 flat for Gianluigi. Matt Eagleton in 2nd. It was only right for Carl Hooper on the 46 machine in 3rd spot. The number 46 machine, Carl Hooper, is where we're going. We'll look on the program. He's from Taupo and supported by MWR, Metzler and CH Automotive. So the FZR 1000 battle out the front, still strong. I don't know that Matt Eagleton can reel him in. It's been a little bit of a swapsies this season. Last weekend it was Matt Eagleton, but now Gianluigi is just seems to be almost dominating this class, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, he has done a really good job so far. I didn't quite get it on pole. That was Matt again, but yeah, did all the hard work last time round, reeled him in and passed him to win race 1, and now he's done it a bit earlier this time round, so leads with 3 and a bit laps to go. Gianluigi out of the awesome right-hander we call Higgins. It's got to be one of the most, I would say, as far as a sponsored corner in New Zealand road racing, that's got to be one of the longest standing corners we've got in the mix at the moment. And then we go with Matt Eagleton, 2nd place. He's just going to be desperate to keep on the back of Gianluigi, see if he can get a fight in the end. We've got 2 laps to go now. They cross the line. We've got Carl Hooper still in 3rd place, Dean Bentley and Steve Bridge. That fight is still raging on, as is with Bridgie at the moment, but Dean Bentley about to come onto that front straight, and the 4-cylinder Yamaha FZR 600, and that's going to reel right in behind Bridgie, so that's one there. That is the fight for the junior lead. And those guys still lapping in the 1:15.2, so pretty consistent stuff there that time around. Sean Donnelly still in 6th place overall, but that's the 4th of the senior bikes coming through. Tony Sklenars, Jeff Crook, Brett Fullerton and Mark McKenzie Renegade out top 10 on track. There's some fights all over this racetrack, Spider. They're spread out far and wide now, but it's still with the 88 of Gianluigi.
Indeed, I'm looking at the Bentley versus Bridge battle. It's going into the hairpin. Bentley wearing the white leathers, Bridge wearing the black ones. 2 laps ago, Bentley did his fastest lap, then Steve Bridge popped out his fastest lap. So I don't think this battle's over. I don't think this battle for the juniors is over. Look at Dean Bentley reeling him in, but the bike lengths not enough to reel in before Steve Bridge breaks a little bit later into the corner going into Higgins. So this is a battle for the juniors as we see number 20 and 315 come across the start-finish line. They'll be lapped very shortly. Here's the big bikes. Oh, actually, it probably won't be lapped. It's a white flag out, the final lap of the 4th race of the Suzuki International Series, the 2020 Pre-89 Post Classics, Inferno Design and Digital, the sponsor, as well as Paragon Motorcycles, Wong New, Brad Ritchie. Yeah,
this is going to be brilliant. So white flag out now. We've got Gianluigi and Matt Eagleton 1 and 2 in the senior class. Matt's just sort of snuck onto the back of him a little bit. He was faster than Gian that time around, but I think Gian's still got the advantage. There's going to be lap traffic. Everything's going to be unfolding in front of us. Carl Hooper, lonely old ride. He's in 3rd place. He's had a pretty good weekend, double duties as well. He's on the podium in F3 racing as well. So this is is brilliant from a young man. He's out there in this battle for the junior. This is the one we're watching through the S at the moment. Still Bridgie, Dino Bentley right in behind him, so there's nothing in that fight at the moment. They are 4th and 5th on track, but 1 and 2 in the junior class. We've got Sean Donnelly doing a good job there in 6th place on track. 4th of the senior bikes home. That beautiful, it's a 1982 machine, Eddie Lawson replica Kawasaki, and Sean picked that up about a year ago and has come racing with it now. So here we go, the battle for the lead is raging around the final corner here at Manfeild, the National Driver Training Centre right-hander, and it is going to be the checkered flag out. Gian Louis is going to take 2 from 2 here at Manfeild. Brilliant stuff on the Eastbound Engineering FZR 1000. Matt Eagleton has to settle for another second, and that fight is going to be something special to watch around the streets of Wanganui. Carl Cooper, he finishes in 3rd place on the ZX 750. And here's that battle for the junior money. It is Dino Bentley, Steve Bridge around the outside. It's going to be Dino Bentley. He's going to do it. So Dean Bentley beats Steve Bridge. And let's have a look at those lap times there. No, still in the 1:15, so does not beat the lap record we set earlier today. But a fierce battle nonetheless. Here's Sean Donnelly on the Precise Print Z1000. The number 3 machine. That's cool there. To come through. 6th place, 4th of the senior bikes coming through. Tony Sklenars, Jeff Croot, Bet Fullerton and Mark McKenzie, the next coming through on track. So that was our Inferno Design and Digital Pre-89 Post Classics, and Spider, pretty exciting stuff.
Indeed, it's just been exciting all the way through the Suzuki International Series. You know, earlier this year with the COVID coming along, we wondered what sport we'd be coming back into, but I think it's stronger. I went down to Timaru for the Mike Perot Classic Southern Classic down there, and there was a lot of people in the paddock wandering around saying, we've heard about this meeting, we've never been to it, because we go to Bathurst, we go to Phillip Island. Well, that's all off the cards at the moment, so people coming out of the woodwork, and I'm really looking at the strong crowd here at Manfeild. It is great to see so many people here, and all you people there, you can get online now and buy a little bit of a discount off your ticket, www.cemeterycircuit.co.nz, and get your early bird tickets, and we'll see you there for the 70th running of the Cemetery Circuit track. It's just amazing. They had 10 meetings in the 50s, they had a little less in the 60s, they missed for 3 years, and they caught up in 11 meetings in the 1970s and 12 meetings in the 1980s, and then 10 all the way through, so it will be the 70th running. It's not the 70th anniversary till next year, but look, the scene is set. We've already had 1.5 rounds of the Suzuki International Series here, 2020. It's going to be a hell of a battle at Wanganui, and I'll be there for my 55th year.
All right, over to you, Jared, who's got our podium. Gian Louis wins ahead of Matt Eagleton and then Carl Huber. So over to you, Jared.
Welcome back, folks, to the Inferno Design and Digital Pre-89. In 3rd position, Carl Hooper. Great race, mate. She was a little bit down on horsepower, but you poked your nose in there, and that was quite a good little spectacular race to watch.
Yeah, no, I had to give it a go, you know, make sure they knew I was there, but I made another mistake going into Higgins, bit gutted about that, but it is what it is. But it's hard to live with these 2000s on this 750, but still a great bike, and it corners really well. And, you know, accumulating points, being on the podium consistently is good, and we'll just see what happens at Cemetery.
Young boy, old bike class, you liking riding these old things?
Yeah, they're a bit different. You've got to be really precise on them, eh? Otherwise you just doesn't like you. But no, I'm enjoying the different style and different characteristics of the older bike compared to the newer ones, and no, good fun.
Great to see you, and congratulations, and look forward to seeing you at Wanganui. So we scoot down to 2nd position. Matt, great race there. It's a little bit topsy-turvy. The thing's a little bit faster in a straight line, but you wouldn't give in then, would you?
Oh, mate, I'm battling the wheels off that thing. That's our John's bike hooks up so good, and he's riding the wheels off it, so hats off to the guy, man. He's riding it so good, and I just... So she's all...
The place suits it though, doesn't it? It's, if you don't have the horsepower, you've got to go in deep, and you were going in deep into the last corner and down into turn one. You were trying.
I was trying, mate. I was trying everything I could under brakes. I just couldn't get the drive on early enough on it, and trying to guess. Push too hard on the brakes isn't the answer, but it's all I had, so it's all I got, man.
It was spectacular to watch, and I look forward to seeing you at Wongan. Congratulations. John, great race. Good to see you on the top step, mate. That position. So it's good to see one of the young fellas getting up there. He poked his nose in as well, shunted you back a little bit, made it exciting, but you just came through and feeling comfortable at this place.
Yeah, Carl's doing really well on that bike. Been down on capacity, but still making it count, eh? Really good.
Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you at Wanganui. It's a great race, this pre-89 class. Congratulations.
Cheers,